Nous voilà donc pour un premier let's play. On va juste vérifier que ça marche, ça aurait l'air con que je commence et qu'en fait j'y sois pas. Ok, ça affiche bien en direct. Eh ben écoute, ça a l'air de marcher. Ça a l'air de marcher. Et on m'entend parler. Bon, eh ben du G. Bon, et bah écoutez, bonjour tout le monde, même s'il n'y a personne. Tout simplement parce que pour l'instant je n'ai pas vraiment médiatisé la chose. C'est voilà, si des gens passent dans le coin, c'est avec plaisir. Euh... Ah ben voilà quelqu'un, bonjour, en direct. Ah ben non, c'est moi, je suis con. Pff, là le premier bon. Bah oui, mais le décalage, je suis pas encore habitué, j'ai pas les réflexes. Bah, de toute façon, je vais surtout parler dans la perspective des rediffs, vu que je compte laisser les vidéos sur YouTube, parce que moi personnellement c'est le genre de choses que j'aime bien, suivre en fond quelqu'un qui papote en faisant des jeux que je ferais pas forcément moi, pour voir un petit peu ses réactions, tout ça. Donc voilà, vu que j'aime bien le regarder, j'ai décidé d'essayer d'en faire un peu, surtout que maintenant que j'ai découvert que la PS4 gère tout ça très facilement et intuitivement. Donc voilà, donc c'est parti, on va lancer Game of Thrones, Throne, je sais jamais le prononcer. Pourquoi Game of Thrones? Bah tout simplement parce que ça fait partie des jeux un peu tel comme ça, où quand j'y joue tout seul, j'aime ça dans l'absolu, mais je m'endors. En fait, comme c'est des jeux qui manquent un peu de punch, un peu de panache dans le gameplay, vu qu'il n'y a pas vraiment de gameplay, c'est avant tout du narratif. J'ai tendance à m'endormir et ça me chagrine parce que j'aime bien ce que je fais, mais voilà, ça me tient mal éveillé. Donc du coup, je me suis dit, je fais la réflexion hier que c'était tout à fait le genre de jeu en fait qui se prêtait à ça, parce que le fait de savoir que j'ai potentiellement des gens qui passent dans le coin et qui regardent un peu ce que je fais, il faut que je donne un petit peu mes ressentis à haute voix, ça me fait commenter un peu moi-même mes actes, donc ça devrait me tenir éveillé, me maintenir l'intérêt du gameplay. Donc voilà, on va commencer avec Game of Thrones. Alors j'ai pas du tout fait mes devoirs, je sais plus entre quelle et quelle saison se situe cette histoire. Je crois que c'est entre la 1 et la 2 ou entre la 2 et la 3, c'est vers les débuts de mémoire. Mais vu que de toute façon on va ne faire que, apparemment de ce que j'ai vu, que passer près des personnages principaux mais on n'en incarne pas. Je pense qu'au fur et à mesure du jeu ça va vite me revenir pour resituer le contexte. Allez, c'est parti. Normalement, j'avais fait les mises à jour. Me faites pas le coup d'une mise à jour de 10 minutes. Normalement, il était à jour le jeu. Voilà. Alors, c'est parti. Je crois qu'on incarne un paysan de mémoire, mais je sais plus. Je me suis pas beaucoup renseigné sur le jeu, du coup, je vais le découvrir complètement. Améliorer votre expérience. Créer un compte. Non, non, ça c'est bon. Je vais garder mon expérience très basique. Ah, on peut choisir les personnages? Ah non, non, c'est le... Donc jouer, oui. Est-ce qu'il y a des sous-titres à mettre? S'ils y sont, on va les mettre. Audio, vidéo. Afficher sous-titres, c'est bon. Ok, le reste, je fais comme le jeu veut que on fasse. Joue. Oh, Tyrion. Alors oui, je dirais sûrement des conneries pour les profanes, hein, parce que je suis pas un grand expert de la série, même si j'ai suivi globalement la série télé. Il me manque juste la dernière saison, donc j'ai pas vu la dernière, mais voilà, globalement j'aime bien. Mais oui, il est très possible que je mélange les noms de peuples, de régions, de qui est au nord, qui est au sud. Voilà, je suis pas expert du tout de l'univers Game of Thrones. Mais le petit nain, c'est Tyrion Lannister et il est stylé. Ah, ce jeu s'adapte à vos choix. Si j'avais su. Serait-ce une spécialité des développeurs? Alors, les forestiers ont été bannerets loyaux de la maison Stark pendant des milliers d'années. Ils abattent les rares ferrugiers dans les coins les plus reculés du bois au loup. Pour l'instant, je ne reconnais aucun lieu. À présent, le nord est déchiré par la guerre et les maisons rivales. Hein, l'avenir de la maison Forestier est en jeu. Ou c'est carrément une nouvelle maison, parce que j'ai pas souvenir qu'ils aient parlé de la maison Forestier. Ou alors c'est une traduction et dans la série télé ils gardent les noms anglais, je sais pas. Les petits champs médiévaux. Alors je le savais déjà, mais je le constate, hein, les graphismes ne changent pas beaucoup d'un jeu tel tel à un autre jeu tel tel. Hein. C'est un peu dommage, mais bon, c'est pas le principal attrait du jeu.
The great Jamie Lannister, Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, brought to his knees by the men of the North.
And set free by the women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Lord Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know.
Donc je suis Gareth. Ramasser. Alors, joystick droit à chaque fois pour la flèche. Ok.
Make sure it's spotless this time. Lord Forrester won't be happy with blood and brains all over it. Go on. It's only blood. Now that is a proper sword.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
You'll never have a sword like that. I say that as a friend. And if we're being honest.
Et pourquoi pas?
You don't give swords like that to pig farmers.
I had a hand in it, you know.
A hand in what?
Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent. Next he'll tell us he caught Tyrion too.
On va faire le curieux.
Someone caught him, I suppose. Ask any man here and they'll say it was them.
You captured the Kingslayer?
Aye. Well, I had a hand in it.
Aye. A hand round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What did I tell you?
I brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
But not before he dragged you halfway across the battlefield on your face.
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning Norrin's story. Which grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
Get your liege lord some wine. Go on. It's your job.
Ouais.
Right, thanks.
Pour l'instant, on va faire profil bas. On va faire les choses comme elles viennent sans déjà se mettre quelqu'un à dos.
Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries. His honor is beyond reproach, and House Tully is forever in his debt.
Maison
They've never seen a
Tully,
field plowed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield.
Norrin, je vois plus du tout. Mais... Ouais, c'est juste nous en fait. Je pense pas qu'ils étaient dans l'original.
Fetch your cup. Tonight we celebrate.
Quel
To
honneur!
Robb Stark, the king in the north.
The King
in the north. Tomorrow we march on Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard.
The gods have favored us. Onward to Casterly Rock!
Death to the Lannisters!
Winter is coming, je suis obligé de le dire.
Winter is coming!
Let's hope it waits till this bloody war's over.
Got it.
Yes, my
Yes,
lord.
my lord.
Ah,
I
yeah.
need you to keep an eye out for Roderick. As his father,
Ah, attends, c'est qui
I
Roderick?
could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's also the question of what's to be done with you. It's been on my mind for a while now.
With me, my lord.
You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty?
Tu vas être
What can I
chevalier.
offer you?
Euh,
You served me well.
allez, je
bring
vais rester
honor
soft.
to House
Voilà,
Forrester, my
je
lord.
vais lui laisser
You have
décider.
more honor than those who were born to it.
Voilà, il a l'air gentil, on
There
va
were
le
those who had their
brosser dans le
doubts
sens du
when your
poil.
uncle put forth your name as my squire. But you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow. Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett. Your
Je ne
hard
vous
work has
décevrai
paid
pas.
off.
Thank you, my lord. I promise. I won't let you down.
That I don't doubt. But for now, keep this between us. We're celebrating tonight. I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Yes, my lord.
Now go, and find Roderick if you can.
I will, my lord. Thank you.
Alors je sais pas si j'ai raté une ligne, par contre, mais j'ai pas compris ce que je suis censé faire avec Roderick.
Squire, fetch us more wine.
Can you give me a hand? Come on. Make it up to you.
Yeah, no problem.
I have been a squire longer than you.
So?
I outrank you. You should help me.
Mais c'est lui Roderick ou c'est un autre écuyer? Je suis déjà paumé dans les noms, ça a commencé depuis 5 minutes. Alors attends, on va voir.
Wine, scrub my armor, clean my boots. Just my luck to end up with Norin while you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once. He's a drunk, a liar, and an arrogant prick.
You'd better watch your tongue, Bowen. It could be
Non,
much
lui c'est
worse.
Bowen, donc rien à voir, c'est juste un râleur écuyer
Nothing
comme
is
nous.
worse than Norin. See, that's where you're lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shovel and slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the Seven Kingdoms. I suppose this beats pig farming.
Il n'est pas si
Not by
difficile.
much.
Ah, tout est bon dans le
Who
cochon.
doesn't
Tiens.
love bacon?
Ah, pig farmers. All I'm saying is, at this rate we'll never be more than this, which is nothing. The lowest of the low. For all I know, we could be squires for life. Pulling wine around the fucking
Ouais,
way.
arrête de te plaindre.
A waste of fucking time.
I'm sick of listening to your whine. With that attitude, you'll never be more than this.
Easy for you to say. Maybe if my uncle were Castellan, I'd feel different.
Who my uncle is has nothing to do with it. How much further?
It's right over there.
Maison frais, mais c'est des bâtards. Mais... Ah oui, d'accord, donc c'est bien ça, on est au niveau des noces pourpres. Je savais que c'était avant, vu qu'il parlait de...
You lot have drunk your share.
Du
Good
roi,
thing
mais...
Lord Walder's in a generous mood.
Fucking phrase.
Ouais, donc
Nice
les frais,
night
je sais que
for
c'est
a
des
wedding.
bâtards. Eux, on va faire gaffe.
Not often he finds a willing husband for one of his daughters.
Don't expect me to carry it for you, Sir Garrett. What? What's wrong? What's gotten into you? You're acting rather odd. You've had too much wine.
Nothing. I'm fine.
I'm so glad to hear it. I'll take the fucking flagon already.
Pourquoi les gens s'agitent?
What's wrong with him? Something the matter?
Bowen, we have to go.
You go if you're in such a rush.
Oh là, oh là. Allez, on va sauver Bowen, mais je sens que putain ça va coûter la vie. Lord Forestier, je vais te
What the hell
dégoûter.
was that about? Slow down, would you? What's the rush? Just don't need a fucking run.
We have to warn the others.
Warn them about what?
Ça
There's no time to
pue.
explain. We need to find Roderick. He's out there by himself.
Allez, forcément, si ici prépare les noces pourpres, ça sent très mauvais pour nous, parce que nous on est de l'autre côté. Voilà, c'est parti.
We need to get back to camp.
Oula. Ah oui, c'est vrai que... On va esquiver. Je crois que je vais me faire étriper en 2 secondes en me trompant dans un QTE, c'est obligé.
Jared, we have to get back. A gift from the king.
Ça va appuyer sur quoi? Bouclier. Alors R2 enfoncé et maintenir avec L. Non, R2. J'ai pas compris. J'ai pas compris ce que j'ai fait.
Ready, boys. Whoa! Shoot that one!
Hop, parfait. Non, ah non, oui, mais... Ah ouais, d'accord. Ok, mais en fait j'ai pas compris le coup de R2. Valar Morghulis, ouais, tu m'étonnes. J'ai pas compris le coup du R2. Ça déplace. J'ai pas compris s'il faut l'appuyer en le déplaçant. Ça fait trop longtemps que j'ai pas joué à un jeu tel tel. J'ai fait les deux premiers Walking Dead, mais. Pourtant ça doit être les mêmes trucs, mais. Ouais, il y en a un que j'avais fait sur PC déjà. Alors attends, que je recomprenne ça.
Ready, boys! Whoa! Shoot that one!
Non, non, déjà je fais de la merde. Ah bah non, ça va. C'est passé de justesse. Comment je... Ah, avec le droit, putain, ok, je me battais avec le mauvais joystick. Voilà. Ah, ils avaient des morts tellement vite à l'époque. Ramper pour mettre en sécurité, c'est parti. Mais voilà, c'est joystick droit. C'est pas intuitif sur le joystick droit, mais bon. Allez, hop mon petit. Voilà. Alors il faut aider les copains. Esquiver. Coup de pied dans ta gueule. Je me débat. Ah lâche-moi bâtard. Putain, il a plus là. Non, on n'était pas censé pouvoir se libérer je pense. Putain, on va se faire piétiner comme des merdes. Alors lui il est mort. Allez putain, c'est bon. Oh, la cuisse, mon dieu. Ça me rappelle un certain Papa Stark.
Garrett, did you find Roderick?
Alors oui, oui, mais les frais d'en tuer. Ah, on va pas perdre de temps, il faut le dire.
They slaughtered him, my lord.
Désolé Papounet, mais faut pas se laisser aller au chagrin. C'est parti. Ouais, trouve une arme, tu m'étonnes. Tout le monde va crever là-dedans. Allez, allez, allez. Prends ton arme. Merci. Papa. Enfin, papa Roderick. Vous voyez un piston. Et voilà, ça se voyait venir gros comme un âne. Ah,
You fucking traitor! Go, my lord, while there's still time.
Ah, je m'en suis que avec lui, putain, il a confiance, hein. Il s'en va avec les cuillers du coin.
Seven hells.
Ouais, continuez, il n'y a pas le choix.
I'd never make it. They'll hunt us down like dogs.
Walder Frey says time to overrun.
Ah, c'est le foie, ça.
Guard this with your life.
Il a bu trop de vin.
Turn it Iron Wrath where it belongs. There's no time to waste.
Je ramène l'épée. Pourquoi faut que je ramène l'épée? Quelle est cette épée?
You have to go.
Ouais, j'obéirai, de toute façon là t'es mort, là, t'es foutu.
You have served me well. I know I can count on you. Tell your uncle. Tell him. The North Grove must
Le
never be
bosquet
lost.
du Nord, je vois plus ce que c'est le
Tell
bosquet
no
du
one
Nord.
but him. Do you understand? You must swear. Tell only your uncle Duncan.
Ouais, tiens, le bosquet du Nord, c'est-à-dire...
Depend on it.
The North Grove, my lord.
Hey, it's those
Now
foresters.
go. On your honor, you must do this for your house. Go!
Kill those fucking foresters!
With love from Walder Frey.
Eh ben, il aura même pas eu de mort héroïque, le pauvre. Oh, quel petit pas de course ridicule. Poutoum, poutoum, poutoum. Ok, donc ils posent... Ah, ils font des petits génériques, c'est cool. C'est un générique qui est une musique qui fonctionne toujours bien, quoi. On a beau dire ah c'est grand public, la série, oh il y a du bruit facile, il y a du machin. Bah quand on est pris dans l'ambiance, c'est vrai qu'à chaque fois que t'as un épisode qui commence avec ce générique, t'es dedans, quoi. Il n'y a pas photo. En tout cas, ils ont l'air de respecter effectivement Tiens, je peux en profiter du générique aussi pour revoir un petit peu la topographie, mais bon, c'est pas grave, on improvisera. Ils ont bien respecté l'ambiance vite morbide, ouais, oui, on peut dire morbide de Game of Thrones, hein, le côté, dès qu'il y a quelqu'un de sympa qui sourit, il va mourir comme une merde, donc pour l'instant ça se tient. De la glace naît le fer. J'aurais dit naît l'eau, quand la glace est le fond, mais bon, c'est pas grave. Terre des forestiers. Alors pourquoi est-ce qu'il faut que je ramène cette épée? C'est quoi cette épée? C'est l'épée de quelqu'un de connu, mais je sais pas. J'ai peut-être raté une phrase, je sais pas. Ah, mes amis les cochons. Ok, alors. Bon, toujours aussi rigide. Il y a vraiment strictement aucune évolution entre le premier Walking Dead, qui, si je dis pas de bêtises, était le premier jeu tel narratif, et les jeux actuels, quoi. C'est... Regardez le sang.
Blood.
Dans cet univers, il doit y avoir du sang, mais partout, quoi. Bon, là, il est frais à la limite, mais quand je vois tous ceux qui se font massacrer, baigner le sang, il doit y avoir des cadavres un peu partout, dans les campagnes, dans les... Alors là, c'est peut-être des cochons en plus. Ah pardon, moi j'attendais la suite de la cinématique, mais non, ça bougeait plus. Alors, non, ça c'est mon curseur. Pas grand chose à voir, pas grand chose à voir. Un chariot. Ah mais ça, pour conduire il faut choisir, hein. La charrette de ton... Ah mais je rentre chez moi, d'accord. Oui non mais mon gars, on est dans Game of Thrones, tes parents sont morts. Ils ont été pendus ou étripés. Ah non, ils vont mourir, bah oui non, autant pour moi il faut qu'ils meurent devant tes yeux, sinon c'est pas drôle là. Mais pourquoi tu tues les cochons? Ils ont rien fait les cochons.
Move along, boy. There's nothing for you here.
Father.
I said move on. I recognize you. You're a Forestier squire.
Oula,
Former
je fais
Stark
le dur
bannermen
à
have no
dire ça.
claim on land anymore. Or haven't you heard? The Starks are dead.
Ouais, forcément, ouais, tout ce qui est affilié aux
Where'd you
Stark
get
à cette
that
époque de la
sword?
série.
Not a chance that sword is his. Must have stolen it. Out here by himself. Probably a deserter.
Ça ne vous regarde pas. On va essayer de faire un peu le badass pour voir. Oh, et puis fronce les sourcils.
We're gonna feed you to the fucking pigs.
Alors par contre, t'es écuyer mon gars, ils sont trois, c'est une grosse épée, ça va être compliqué là.
My land!
This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the new Warden of the North. I reckon he like a proper lordly sword like that.
Ah, merde, oui, je m'attendais pas à... Non, voilà.
No.
I'll have that sword, boy.
Allez au diable.
Fuck you.
Ou fuck you, ça belle traduction. Allez, on va se battre un peu. Et ça pue, hein. Ça pue, je vois pas comment ouais voilà, je vois pas comment je serais capable de le battre quoi. Il faut pourtant que je trouve autre chose pour m'en sortir.
Finish this fucking pig farmer. Pathetic.
Ah, à la fourche, voilà. Je suis à la fourche ou à la hache Non, je dirais à la fourche, c'est plus long. Ah oui, ça part, j'avais pas pensé à ça. Tiens. Ouf. Ok. Éleveur de cochons badass. Alors on va prendre la hache maintenant. Non? Non, j'ai pas le temps de prendre la hache. Double esquive latérale. Je secoue ces chevaliers de merde, il m'a pas vu arriver. Ah ouais, putain, ça fait tellement mal. Allez, dégage avec ta petit couteau là. Bah oui, tu m'étonnes. Ah, oh là là. C'était juste. Oh, empale-le, t'es plus après, hein. Non, y a pas de suppli. Non, dans ce monde-là, il faut pas avoir de pitié. Rien à secouer. Non, là, dans d'autres jeux, ouais, mais dans Game of Thrones, non. Faut pas. T'as que des emmerdes si tu fais ça. De toute façon, en ayant tué le premier, déjà j'étais condamné, donc faut autant laisser moins de gens.
Father? Garrett, you survived.
Ah, tu vas pas me faire la morale parce que j'ai tué un mec, toi par contre, hein, papa.
Your sister. Oh, she hid.
Ah oui, elle s'est cachée, ouais. Elle est bien cachée.
I tried to stop them.
Papinou papounet. Ah ouais, on l'a perdu.
I'll kill the men who did this.
Ok. Donc on n'a plus celui qui avait confiance en nous, on n'a plus notre famille. Là c'est bon, on a posé les bails, on est seul au monde. Bastion de la maison Forestier. Ah pardon, on dirait grave un artwork, c'est pas du tout un décor ça. Je pense que c'était un artwork.
It's Garrett! Get the Castellan! Tell him his nephew survived!
Alors, il me reste mon oncle. Est-ce que ça va être un gentil ou encore un bâtard?
Garrett!
I was too late. You were already dead.
Oh, il a
Bring the
l'air gentil.
maester. Meet us in the Great Hall, quickly.
Alors comment on soigne ce genre de blessure à l'époque quoi?
2 Whitehill soldiers?
And a Bolton. They killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg.
Avec quoi il raconte?
Your justice was
Ah non,
swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you. But the Whitehills won't see
Ouais,
it that
c'était
way.
justice.
It was justice. They got what they deserved.
They did indeed. We can't let the Whitehills just walk all over us. These maggots ought to help prevent infection.
Oh,
Hold the wound open for me, would you?
faut que je tienne la blessure ouverte, c'est dégueulasse. Ah. Ah mon dieu.
These
Oh,
are dark
dear.
days, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forestier was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good
Ouais, on va
lord.
être un peu
Our house
optimiste.
will never fall.
By the gods, let's hope you're right. The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now, although he is young and altogether unprepared to lead. Right. This might hurt a
J'ai
bit.
déjà des vers dans la plaie, quoi.
Hold this for me, will you?
Et il va pas recoudre par-dessus.
I understand from your uncle that
Si, je
Lord
crois.
Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft.
He gave me a message to deliver.
A message? About what? What did he tell you?
Get my uncle. I was told only to tell him.
Your uncle?
Ouais, c'est
I
pas
see.
prudent.
Must be rather important then. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg.
Ça va, tranquille.
Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
Mais circuler le sang de quoi? Le mec, il a une plaie ouverte avec des vers dedans. C'est des vers qui font le lien entre les vaisseaux sanguins, c'est quoi? La bannière des Stark. Qu'est-ce que c'est ça? Ah bah d'accord, je repartais.
The Ironwood Grove.
On va voir comment réagit l'oncle face au bosquet machin chose là. Voir s'il a l'air au courant ou si c'est chelou.
An ironwood shield.
The strongest wood in the known world.
Bah il t'en faudrait un de bouclier, tu veux pas le prendre?
You seem to be favoring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
I'm fine, Maester Ortengrin. Look, I'll show you.
Orton Green. Mira, alors là ça pose un petit peu les noms mais je vais les oublier dans 2 minutes donc
Asher.
Asher.
Exiled to Essos, unfortunately.
Ok.
Talia and Ethan. I suppose Lord Ethan now.
Je sais pas qui c'est non plus.
Mira. Still in King's Landing, I suppose. Although, I wonder if they'll bring her home.
Pas la moindre idée.
Lady Forrester. She's always been kind to me. Treated me like I was a Forrester myself. Ryan. Never easy being the fourth-born son.
Être le 4e fils. Être le 12e est pas facile.
Lord Forrester. It was an honor to squire for him. Gregor the Good. Roderick. He was our best warrior by far.
Ok. À présent plus sur les Forestiers, sur la page codex du
I may
menu.
be mistaken. You do seem able to put weight on it.
Alors ça c'est typiquement le genre de choses que je ne vais pas aller voir parce que ça va me saouler. Pourtant ça permettrait sûrement de connecter avec l'histoire originale mais trop de lecture ça m'intéresse pas assez pour ça. Bon il y a toute une grande famille quoi. Au pire si je suis trop perdu je lirai ça en off pour me resituer un peu. Ok. Allez, c'est reparti. Provision médicale. Ouais, prends des médocs vu la gueule de ta jambe. Herbe médicinale. Mais si je vais bien, c'est juste la mine.
This might help.
On dirait les herbes dans Resident Evil quoi. Herbe verte, bah ça va aller mieux voyons. Ah on a un inventaire dis donc. Il n'y avait pas d'inventaire avant dans les Telltale. Je crois pas. Ok, rien à dire mais... C'est quoi ça? Ah c'est les verres. Oh non, je vais pas emmener des verres pour le voyage.
Rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
I guess.
Ah tu parles d'un médecin. Ah là là.
No, you see there? You're limping again.
I'm fine, really.
Moi il est où mon oncle qu'on fasse avancer l'histoire là? J'ai tout regardé déjà. Non, faut que je parle avec toi, pardon. Lui montrer l'épée. Oui, je pense que je peux.
It's a good thing you've done, bringing that back to House Forestier. By right, that belongs to Lord Ethan now. That sword has been handed down through 50 generations.
D'accord, je fais la passation de pouvoir en fait grâce à l'épée. C'est pour ça qu'elle était importante.
Keep moving. I need to see you walk.
D'accord. C'était très intéressant cette interaction.
Does your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you. Who is the new Lord of House Forestier?
Why, Ethan, of course.
Bah oui, on vient d'en parler.
At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve whichever noble house I was assigned. Advising the late Lord Forestier was an honor. Advising Ethan, his third-born son, is challenging. There's still so much he has to learn, yet the very fate and future of this house rests in his hands. Which is rather frightening when you think about it.
What will happen to me now?
Excellent question.
Oui, je pense aussi.
Under normal circumstances, you could join Sir Royland and his men. Although given the circumstances of your... circumstances, it becomes a bit tricky, doesn't it? I suppose it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
Lord
Je sais pas pourquoi j'ai l'impression que ça va être un bâtard lors
At
du
the
thème.
twins, I'm no longer a squire, if that matters.
It might, I suppose. But I'll defer to Lord Ethan on this.
J'ai pas compris en quoi il m'a promu. Je suis plus écuyer, d'accord, mais je suis quoi? Je suis pas chevalier, je suis pas... Je sais pas en quoi il m'a promu.
Why do the White House hate the Foresters?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which led to more killings of someones, and then, well, here we are.
Can I see Ethan? Is he here?
He is, but I'm afraid he's indisposed at the moment. He prefers not to be disturbed while practicing his lute.
Oh l'autre. Il préfère jouer du luth qu'avoir l'épée qui lui donne le pouvoir et tout.
The White Hills want Forester Ironwood.
Ah, they'd take it all if we'd let them, especially now with the Boltons in power, and proceed to clear-cut every last inch of it until there's nothing left, just as they've done before.
Pourquoi je réponds ce n'est rien?
Never mind.
Ah, ce n'est rien par rapport à la discussion, d'accord. Donc oui, non, moi j'aimerais bien me barrer maintenant. Vu que l'autre imbécile veut pas jouer, préfère jouer du luth.
I'll admit, you do seem... Feeling all right?
Hein,
Can I
puis je
go now?
partir, voilà.
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forester.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family... I'm so sorry.
Me too.
Ah, c'était des pécores. Hein.
Off to bed now. Hurry on. Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know. Whatever you can
Il
recall.
m'a sauvé la
You
vie.
saved my life, my lady.
Yet not Roderick's.
Ah merde.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion, but if you can remember
c'est sa
anything,
maman,
I'm
on
sure
va
Lady
lui dire
Forrester
qu'il
would
était
like
chouette,
to
quoi.
know.
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Putain, il joue sur la
Any
mémoire.
last words before he passed,
Le bosquet du Nord.
if you can
ouais.
remember?
He mentioned something about the North Grove.
The North Grove? What of it?
He said, the North Grove must never be lost.
The North Grove. Interesting.
Merde, j'aurais peut-être pas dû le dire là.
I see. You have the Forester's sword.
This belongs with Ethan now. He's the new lord of the house.
Thank you, Garrett.
C'est soit elle qui est une pétasse, soit Ethan qui est un salaud. L'un ou
It's
l'autre.
too
Oh putain, c'est
dangerous,
Ethan.
especially now.
Now is the time to prove our strength
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
against aggression. Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the White Hills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
We're the ones that should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forester land.
They attacked me!
And they'll say they were keeping the peace in the name of House Bolton. It's an argument you cannot win.
Tu
We
m'étonnes.
have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard. It was his family they killed.
We should demand justice.
Aye. Justice on
Aye,
their
c'est ça.
terms. Which means they'll have your head.
Justice is taken, not demanded. Then what's to be done?
Bah franchement, j'en sais rien.
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this. I'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
I'd have done the same, as any man would.
It wasn't murder. It was justice.
Not in their eyes. It's just the
Ouais,
excuse
je manque
Ramsay Snow
d'arguments
would
là.
need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot
Ah,
stay.
ce que j'allais dire, faut que je me barre.
Cannot stay. Duncan, the boy has suffered enough.
But where would I go?
The one place beyond the reach of even House Bolton.
Le bosquet du Nord.
You're sending him to the
Ah non.
wall.
Ah oui,
The
bah oui,
boy's
bah ouais.
done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution. Especially now, when the house is so vulnerable.
Ouais, non, ça sert à rien de débattre, de toute
I'll
façon,
do
il
what's
va
best
tous me
for the
massacrer
house.
sinon.
So I'll go. I'm not afraid.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
That settles it then.
Ok, donc on va croiser
You
Ramsay,
can have
on
my
va
horse,
croiser
and I'll see you
Jon
have plenty
Snow.
of food. But we haven't much time. The White Hills will come looking for you.
Je peux reprendre l'épée. Oh le bug. disparition.
Word up to
En
me.
plus, je bois.
I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given the chance. I would. And God's willing, someday I will. But for now, I have House Forestier to consider first. Lord Forestier would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forestier's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
He promoted me. At the Twins. We were to ride in the van to Casterly Rock, and I at Roderick's side, but...
It was well deserved, Garrett. You worked hard and served your lord with honor.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
What?
Ouais, le Bosquet du Nord.
What is it?
Lord Forrester's last words were, "The North Grove can never be lost."
Sorry. You caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
Par contre,
Where
oui,
is the
j'aurais pas dû le
North
dire avant.
That I cannot say. Not yet, at least. Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way.
Par les sauvageons.
You
Alors
haven't
c'est vraiment
told
du
anyone
nord du
else,
nord.
have you? This is important, Garrett.
Ouais, il vaut mieux le dire.
I need to know the truth.
I told Lady Forrester, and Maester Ortengryn overheard.
I appreciate your honesty. But Lord Forrester's message was not meant for their ears.
Ouais. Bah oui, mais
I'll
j'étais
speak
pas sûr,
with
moi, de
Lady
qui était qui.
Forrester, and I'll deal with the Maester. He's the last person I would trust with this information.
Ah merde, ouais, c'est le
Which
maître.
is why, from this day forward, this must be our secret. Soon, I may need your help. But I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help.
Donc j'ai déjà foutu la merde, moi.
Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Remember, you represent House Forester. Your actions at the wall will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll make you proud.
You already,
You already... Voilà. J'ai l'impression que la nana, Lady Forestier, c'est pas un mal qu'elle le sache, mais ouais, c'est le maître. Le maître, je le sens pas.
Garrett, wait!
Oh, ma copine de jeunesse.
Be safe.
Et à un moment donné, il y a une flèche qui m'arrivera en plein cœur, mais ça tapera sur le collier et ça me sauvera la vie. Ok. Donc je m'en vais vers le nord, mais sachant que je pars des Noces Pourpres. Enfin non, j'ai déjà voyagé. Je sais plus où c'est, si c'est loin du nord ou...
Ethan!
Ah, on va faire plusieurs personnages?
I couldn't find him. Could you?
Ah, peut-être, ouais, peut-être qu'on fait plusieurs persos.
He hides too well, and if he was smart, he would reveal himself.
C'est très bien se
I
cacher.
don't like this game anymore.
Eh, il s'est mis derrière un arbre.
Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
J'ai l'air d'être un petit con.
I win!
Congratulations, your lordship.
Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
Non mais il était à 3 mètres les
I
gars.
wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
Ouais, Garrett est malin.
Fine.
C'est moi qui le dirige, donc il sera malin, on va espérer.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself.
He doesn't know me, or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know, but I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a
Comme
man.
un homme.
He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah! Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, well, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you
J'ai
the
l'air
way you
d'être un
are.
petit con quand même, mais bon.
I know a
petit con
lord
à
has
bon fond.
many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them. It's for you to decide
Allez,
for
on ne veut
yourself.
pas changer.
I don't want to get angry, but I may have to.
Voilà.
Father did sometimes.
But you're nice. Everybody says that about you.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted
Oh,
for
si, des
once.
bonbons, je pense que tu peux en avoir là.
Ethan will be a good lord. A proper lord.
As many as you'd like, yes.
Really?
Of course. Why not?
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
D'accord, je m'attendais à un vieux, moi, alors Tétane. Ok, d'accord.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the lord.
If I were lord, I would command Ethan to stay, with his family. Lord Whitehill is a mean old man anyways.
Non, et de toute façon,
Fine.
il faut bien que j'y aille.
If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
Si je suis le nouveau lord, il faut que je fasse les apparences, j'ai pas le choix. Et du coup, si ils font plusieurs personnages à contrôler, ça sous-entend qu'il y en a qui vont claquer dans notre souffrance, c'est obligé. Juste pour bien foutre les nerfs aux joueurs.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
What should I say to him?
Tell him and his men to leave.
Now
Putain,
is
faut
not
que
the
je prenne-
time
il
to
va falloir
anger
que je
Lord
juge la
Whitehill any
situation,
more than
c'est
he
chaud.
already is. He's got 5 times as many men,
Hey.
and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Ouais, mais t'es marrant, toi tu veux la guerre, mais il va tous nous étriper quoi.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forester was no friend
Oui,
to
on va
me
lui
or
serrer
my
la main.
house. My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his
Ok,
heart
donc on va
myself.
plus lui serrer la main.
I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Foresters finally get their due.
Mais on va essayer de rester soft un peu au début.
Fighting for the North against traitors and oathbreakers.
Aye, and look where that got him. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much. Bloody Foresters.
On va aller le stopper un
Calm
petit peu là.
yourself, old man.
Voilà, on va le calmer un petit peu.
That's how you talk to a lord? You Foresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye, and we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
That's enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Le bâtard de service.
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
No reason?
Allez, on va essayer de faire un peu de justice quand même pour
Then you
voir.
admit it was your man who killed my men? And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the Lord.
Voilà, comment répondez aux actes de vos
We
hommes.
lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire
De mort pour
family.
de mort.
You
Moi,
lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their time.
Enculé.
Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
I took
Je m'en
care
suis
of
chargé.
it. He received his punishment and it's done. He's gone.
What? Gone? That was my justice to deliver, boy, and you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Lady Forester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
This is
terminé.
over, Lord Whitehill.
Voilà, on va clore un peu le truc.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
Voilà, au moins il n'y aura pas d'insultes ou de mots déplacés,
That
mais
lad may be
comprenez.
lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
We're in the right, Lord Whitehill. Remember that.
Il s'en souviendra. T'as le narrateur qui répond pour l'autre personnage. Ça va, c'est propre, c'est propre, c'est propre.
Your
J'ai
son
rien à
did
me
well,
reprocher.
lady. He kept his wits while Lord Whitehill lost his temper. A lesser man would have been rattled, but Ethan here held his ground.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay
Oui,
Snow
là ça va être
arrives
plus
to see you
compliqué.
bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
S'agenouiller devant Ramsay, ça va être bien compliqué.
Although just a handmaiden, she
Alors
has
on est où
Marjorie
là? Mira,
Tyrell's
d'accord, on va
favor.
voir la grande sœur.
Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay, if it's presented to her as it should be.
Ok, bah du coup je vais rencontrer la fille Stark ici, je pense. On en était là, je crois, dans le... Ouais, elle était déjà avec avec Tyrion et tout ça.
Ethan made this for me.
C'est moi ou elle a la peau qui craquelle? C'est censé être des veines?
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me.
Margaret,
It once belonged to Lady
Margaret...
Helena.
Je sais plus qui c'est, Lady Margaret.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
Essos. Ah, quand on regarde, on regarde. Hein. Il n'y a pas de commentaire, juste regarder.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular
Alors,
throughout the
c'est quoi
city.
déjà comme
I
mariage?
do wish you and Mother could come. Although I
Marjorie,
know it would
c'est
be impossible under the circumstances.
l'actrice qui a les yeux écartés, là,
I
je sais
miss
plus son
all
nom.
of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Et qui se marie avec le gars qui est homosexuel et qui en secret couche avec des gars. Je crois que c'est ça. Un vieux tome poussiéreux.
Wonders made by man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday.
C'est quand même embêtant les graphismes, je suis désolé, je sais que c'est pas le truc principal de ce genre de jeu, mais ça fait quand même... Game of Thrones c'est le combien? C'est le 5e ou 6e jeu tel, je crois, facile. Et on est toujours à du niveau PS2, PS3, quoi, grand max. Elle a un balai dans le cul, quoi, elle avance tout doucement, c'est vraiment du super basique, et les graphismes c'est vraiment du basique. Vu le succès qu'ils ont eu, c'est quand même un peu dommage, quoi, de pas consacrer un peu de pognon pour avoir un moteur graphique un peu mieux. Au moins, apparemment, il saccade plus comme à une époque, mais quand même, quoi.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Ouais, on va essayer. La Marjorie, elle agit pour ses intérêts, mais c'est pas trop une connasse, quoi. Elle fait des trucs de merde parfois dans la série, mais c'est loin d'être la pire.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
Non,
No,
vas-y,
it's
rentre.
fine. Come in.
J'avais fini de fouiller la pièce, de toute façon.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you alright? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm fine,
Je
thank
n'ai
you.
pas quitté, on va peut-être pas commencer à se confier direct. Hein.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
Et tu fais quoi là?
You work for
Du
Lady
charbon
Marjorie?
peut-être?
I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
Sa camériste? Je sais pas ce qu'est qu'une camériste, donc
I'm her
je sais pas.
handmaiden.
Sa
That's what I thought.
camériste.
I've seen you with her before.
Je ne sais pas ce que c'est.
You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
Cersei, oh mon dieu.
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but...
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
Ouais, je peux m'en faire un petit allié de... du petit gars là, si il a les oreilles qui traînent.
But I thought you ought to know. Most people don't tend to notice a callboy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
Mais ça marche dans les deux sens, donc ça serait m'écoute à moi aussi. À voir, à voir. Ouais, voilà, c'est elle. L'actrice avec les yeux écartés. Ouais, elle est plus jolie en vrai.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk.
Je sais plus son nom.
Come, there's something we must discuss. From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own.
Oh, t'en fais beaucoup là.
Suffered is beyond imagining.
Attends, on va y aller mollo, on va pas demander de l'aide tout de
You're very
suite.
kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together.
Écoute, si vraiment tu veux qu'on la supporte ensemble.
There are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen.
Bon, l'autre servante, elle est jalouse derrière, ça pue ça.
From the north, whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept.
Ah merde.
She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor.
Ah putain, forcément, Cersei,
she was
elle
very
fait pas dans la
pleased with
dentelle.
herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
What does she intend to do?
She intends to make you miserable, knowing that will make me miserable as well. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her.
Ok, il va falloir que je m'excuse d'être moi.
I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her.
Un moyen d'apaiser Cersei, putain ça va être chaud. Ouais, c'est clair, faut lui brosser... La brosser dans le sens du poil, mais... elle est maligne, Cersei. Et au passage, bonjour aux deux spectateurs, j'ai vu qu'on était 3. Je serais pas étonné qu'il y ait ma chérie dans l'autre pièce.
You'll be fine, I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Good luck.
Ah mais j'y vais tout seul en plus, putain. Elle va me foutre une pression, la Cersei. Est-ce qu'ils vont réussir à reproduire son charisme? Parce qu'elle a un putain de charisme dans la série. Ah, il y a Tyrion à côté. Ah, il faut que je m'appuie sur Tyrion pour m'aider. Mais ne serait-ce pas le trône de fer?
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission,
elle manque de charisme.
allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
On va incliner la tête quand même. On va montrer un peu pas de blanc. Ouais, putain.
I see. House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Bien sûr, voyons.
The new Lord Forrester.
Oh putain, le roi de Geoffrey en plus.
The girl can speak for
voilà,
her.
on va pas prononcer le mot de Geoffrey, c'est...
I see. And yet, For centuries, the Foresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Ils étaient nos gouverneurs, ouais. On va essayer d'être soft.
Served at the pleasure of the king.
Ouais, ça va, c'est diplomate ça.
Clever girl.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
The girl did say the loyalty was unwavering.
She has a talent for equivocation, yet I question what she really
Putain, mais elle est maligne, ça y est.
Is your
Elle
house
veut
willing
entendre
to
vraiment
swear
des trucs.
fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Elle veut entendre des mots précis, j'ai pas le choix. Il s'agit du nouveau gouverneur, voilà.
Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
En tout cas, je crois que je plais bien à Tyrion.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual benefit, Your Grace. And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace.
Allez, on va la brosser bien dans le sens du poil. Voilà. De toute façon, il faut la convaincre.
I see.
Si je continue à jouer entre deux tableaux...
It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the wall? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
C'est moi qui dois répondre. Ah putain. Ouais, je le juge pas.
I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion.
Ouais, ça marche moyen le
There's
entre
a
deux.
point to this. I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you
là, je vais pas avoir beaucoup de choix à
what
répondre.
would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let
would...
the girl answer the question. Go on.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Aïe.
Well said.
Je pense que c'est ce
I
qu'elle
was
veut que
beginning
je
to worry
réponde,
you
mais
didn't have your priorities straight.
elle va pas m'en vouloir quand même, Marjorie, elle le sait bien.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
I'm not quite sure what to make of her. Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl, but not very encouraging either. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Ouais. Tyrion, il sait très bien de toute façon que j'ai caché ce que j'avais à dire. Enfin, tout le monde sait très bien d'ailleurs.
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
J'hésite à lui en parler. Au moins, je sais que c'est un
That
gentil,
certainly
mais
took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased.
ça va, elle n'a pas été
It
humiliée.
was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I was trying to appease her.
I think that was clear to everyone. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard. Not her.
You can help my family.
Tente, on va voir.
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that?
J'ai pas bien compris les enjeux, j'avoue.
It may be far too dangerous. In fact,
allez,
forget I even suggested such a thing.
C'est s'ils fournissent chez nous,
Please.
ça nous assure la survie vu que Bolton ne va pas venir nous tuer. Mais on sera au service plus proche du roi. Donc ouais, c'est mieux.
Join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Tyrion, je sais qu'il me trahira pas, mais c'est pas Tyrion qui m'inquiète. En m'associant à Tyrion, forcément je vais être opposé à Cersei et aux autres. Marjorie, elle est con si elle se vexe pour ça, Marjorie.
How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
Ouais, si, ça s'est bien passé, on va dire.
That's a relief. Cersei is known for being rather difficult.
Elle, j'ai pas confiance. Elle est jalouse de moi.
Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah?
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
Ah, l'épée rouge, oui, il est plutôt bel homme.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate.
Il va mourir dans notre souffrance, mais il est plutôt bel homme.
Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
Joffrey, même pas en
He does
rêve.
have a certain look about him.
Allure.
And he's always treated Lady Marjorie well. Which is more than you can say
non,
for
je
his
veux pas
mother.
être reine.
I don't want to be queen, no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen? You northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter.
Une septa?
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister.
Brienne et Tyrion.
What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and... What are you doing?
Oh, mais elle est vexée, Margaret. Ça va.
Well, I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about. This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mirror. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be
Non, on dirait que
exhausting
ça va, elle me fait pas la
sometimes.
gueule.
There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen. Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you. Do you agree?
People are not always so easy to please. If you showed Cersei your true heart, she would stab it with a fork.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family.
Bah oui, si tu pouvais donner un coup de
I
main.
do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Allez, on va essayer.
I did have a favor to ask of you in
Vu que je
return.
demande à Tyrion et à elle en même temps, j'ai peur que ça se télescope à un
Whatever
moment
you
donné.
wish to say, you
Je vais me
can
foutre
say
dans
it
la
in
merde
front
tout
of
seul, mais
Sarah.
bon, on va
There are
essayer.
no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
Je la sens pas, mais je sens que je vais la vexer si je le fais pas.
Go on. Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no
Oui, ce que
small
j'allais dire.
request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Mais arrête de le dire, c'est toi qui lui
Joffrey
demande.
knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa. It is that dire, my lady.
Franchement, ouais, ils vont
I
se faire
fear for my
défoncer.
family's safety.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
J'ai du mal à croire que ces histoires de poste par corbeau ce soit fiable. Je sais pas si c'est une base historique ou si c'est que dans les fables. Tellement de raisons de se faire buter ou de se perdre un corbeau. Voilà. Eh ben d'accord.
Seven Hells.
Sur quoi je vais tomber encore? Allez, une petite scène de torture.
Let's play a little game, shall we?
Ah bah Ramsay.
Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of
Ah
their
oui, bah,
enemies
c'est la
as
maison
a
qui
coat?
écorche les autres. Hein.
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy. What with all that bloody noise.
Like a droning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father is the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these Foresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh! Listen.
Miaou.
There. Hear that? I know I heard something.
Non, faut pas que je bouge. Si je cours, ils sont trop nombreux, ils vont me défoncer.
Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Ah, Ramsey, c'est le pire des pires, il faut pas qu'il me chope. Ah, ça va être gore là, je pense. Oui, bah, il manque toute la façade d'avant. C'est le principe d'un écorchage. Hey, hein.
Bloody hell!
Ah, ils sont dégueulasses. Ah, on est chez qui maintenant? On va retourner voir le petit lord, oui voilà.
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise.
C'est ce que j'allais dire, comment m'appellera-t-on?
That is for you to define as the new lord.
Ah ouais, il choisit
These
même.
were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move. Summon the
C'est qui
Lord.
ça?
We need his judgment.
Oh là là, il va falloir que je juge.
I've done nothing wrong.
Qu'est-ce qu'il a
I was
fait?
only trying to survive.
Ah, il a volé du pain ou un truc comme ça.
Lord Ethan. Maester.
Who is this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is
Le problème c'est
doomed.
que si je suis trop gentil, le maître d'armes il va
We all
pas avoir
fucking
confiance
know
en
it.
moi.
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
Ah, les armes c'est un peu chaud par contre.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Why did you do it?
Because I've no wish to die. Yes, my lord. I fled.
T'as pris une arme pour te protéger ou t'as pris
It's not
des armes?
stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks true.
I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Mercy. Go.
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter.
We are in this together.
You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
You'll
Arrêtez de
address him
taper.
as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it
Men
is.
need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will
Ouais,
not
forcément
permit
ils
it.
sont en opposition.
You can send him to the war.
Man alone. Show him mercy, my lord. He stole from us. Make him
Non, non, on va pas le tuer, ça c'est sûr, mais qu'est-ce qu'on pourrait faire? L'absoudre, l'envoyer au mur.
send him to the war.
Take his fingers! He's a thief! If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord.
Oh, je t'ai dû couper 3 doigts.
My family depends on me.
Ah, on a le temps de choisir. Lui couper les doigts, non, je vois pas trop l'intérêt. Le voyer au mur, c'est pas ça qui va nous aider. Non, se montrer clément. Tant pis, je vais mettre l'autre à dos, mais.
Our house tends to its people. See, this man is paid and his family is fed.
Lord Ethan, you are truly a merciful and noble lord.
My lord, this man is a criminal. A brazen thief.
He still serves House Forester and deserves our protection.
He's a rat in our grain stores.
My lord, we must speak about our gold reserves. Soon.
My lord, I thank you for the mercy you've shown me. I will never forget my debt to you and to this house.
Ça va être tendu.
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due.
Not just yourself, of course.
Maester, what do you think?
Me?
Yes. Did I do what's right?
Disloyalty shouldn't be rewarded if others will take advantage of your mercy. You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your
Non,
side.
certainement pas le maître.
Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom and experience.
Who do you think I should choose?
There are 2 capable men for the role.
Ouais, voilà.
They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you.
J'ai déjà choisi, mais le chef d'armes, je l'aime pas.
The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your sentinel will wear this for all to see.
I'll make the right choice as sentinel.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Ouais, non, j'ai aucune envie que le maître d'armes soit mon lord. Ça, il pue, j'aime pas du tout ses décisions. Mais le problème, c'est que l'autre, il est trop gentil. Ouais, de toute façon, je vais le choisir à l'autre, mais ça pue. Je vais avoir le maître d'armes sur le dos, il va se faire tuer, l'autre. Alors, avec qui on va papoter?
Our provisions are rather low, my lord. I made the count again, just to be sure.
Eric said people were going to starve. Why can't we feed them?
The war has taken its toll. Even our own stores for the house are dwindling. We couldn't withstand a siege, my lord. If the Boltons or the White Hills cut us off and wait us out, we'd only last a fortnight.
Ah oui.
But there are steps we can take. In the past, we've demanded food from the small folk to replenish our stores. We can do it again, if you'd like. We've done it before in desperate times. The last long winter, my family had to give all our pigs to the house.
Ils ont déjà plus de quoi bouffer.
There must be something else we can do.
Well, I hope we find it soon. We won't have much room to maneuver if we don't have the option of holding fast. I can speak to the huntsmen and trappers. Perhaps they can do more. My lord.
C'est ça, plus de gens à la chasse ou autre, mais... Malcolm. Mais où est Dewey?
Ethan. Or should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
I saw what you did today. It's not an easy thing to do, showing mercy to a man who admits his guilt. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow, at first light.
Wait, Uncle. You can't leave. We need you here. Especially now.
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
She has asked me to return with him, to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my place is here, that I'll be of no help to you in Essos. But she insisted. I will hold, of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
She's my mother. Of course I'll be gentle.
I know you will. You're good-hearted, my lord. That is your true strength.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job. He'd be a fine choice. And I'd trust him. Aye, Sir Royland is the man you want.
Why Sir Royland?
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house.
Certes, mais
Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the likes of Ramsay Snow.
Thank you, Uncle.
Ethan, I need to talk to you. Mother told me Mira has asked for Lady Marjorie's help.
Did she?
I knew we could rely on Mira. She always thinks of family above all else. Hopefully Lady Marjorie's influence will be enough. But right now I'm more concerned about you. I saw what you did to that man.
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. Garrett being sent to the war without my knowledge.
I know. And that wasn't your fault.
I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What? Ethan, please. Tell me.
En même temps, je demande l'avis à tout le monde, mais ouais, non, j'ai pas envie de choisir l'autre, donc.
Decisive. You were the lord of this house. Remember, you're just as capable as Asher or Roderick ever were. I know it.
De toute façon, avec ces choix importants, les scénaristes ont forcément prévu qu'il se passe des choses intéressantes avec les deux. Donc il n'y a pas de bon ou de mauvais choix, donc autant suivre mon premier feeling et choisir la tête de gentil là. Même si à mon avis, ouais, il mourra dans d'atroces souffrances, comme tout le monde dans Game of Thrones. Ouais, on va quand même parler avec Roland, mais...
Come on, what did I say? Swords up, slash right, parry, again.
Voilà, sacrée discussion. Ok, allez, on va rassembler le conseil, on va aller faire son choix. Non, là j'ai pas la peine d'y aller. T'es qui toi? Arion. Il en pense quoi mon petit frère? Eh ben c'est pas avec lui qu'on va gagner la guerre, c'est quoi cette épée en bois? D'accord. Discussion très intéressante aussi. C'est qui là-bas? Ah. Oh non, le maître, il me saoule, le maître je le sens pas non plus. Ah bah si, remarque, c'est lui qu'il faut que je parle. Allez hop, on réunit. Ok, sacrée discussion aussi. Pour revenir en arrière? Non, je peux pas revenir en arrière. Hein, c'est juste pour jeter un œil? C'est quoi le but? Ok. C'était vraiment très intéressant de monter ici. Ouais, bon, bah, ok. Et j'étais censé venir le voir quand je voulais réunir le conseil là. Ah oui mais... Putain mais je me gourde de boutons, c'est pour ça. Je fais regarder. Donc ouais je le regarde. Non je voudrais lui parler moi.
Maester?
Voilà.
Yes, Lord Ethan.
Are you prepared to name your
Ouais,
sentinel?
on va nommer la sentinelle, il faut juste que je me gourre pas dans les noms. Je sais plus quoi il s'appelle. Oui, absolument.
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Je sais que c'est pas Roland, c'est
I will
l'autre.
convene the small council at once.
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you.
Non, ils méritent tous deux.
Duncan, Royland, this house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Let him be
Oui,
on.
ça va, rajoute-en pas.
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision.
Du coup, je sais qu'il va mal le prendre l'autre, mais... Ouais, non, allez, on va partir sur Duncan.
Duncan Tuttle, you will be my sentinel.
Tuttle! This is reckless.
Lord Ethan has made his choice.
Tu me donnes qu'il s'en souviendra. Il va me le faire sentir.
Now,
le Roland.
Sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
Our scout says only a day's ride from here. With no time to waste.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the iron.
Even
the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
On va perdre si on y va en bourrin de toute façon.
Gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls. Ignore Sir Royland. You named me Sentinel.
Et je sens qu'il va falloir que je lui offre la vie de quelqu'un, que je bute quelqu'un.
He cannot be trusted.
This is the bloody small council.
Enough! Would my father have stood for this kind of bickering? Neither will I.
Sir Royland is clearly able and ready to take up arms, but the rest of our soldiers are not. We need to take a cunning approach. Diplomacy can be a sharper instrument than a sword.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand.
Gentlemen, please. Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf, but we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment. I don't doubt she did everything within her power to help us.
We all must agree on the plan. We cannot leave until we have a consensus.
Ugh.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough!
Non, diplomatie, marchandage, non.
My new sentinel favors a certain approach and I agree. I shall use diplomacy with Lord
Puis j'ai
Snow.
dit que le Férégier, je le filais à Tyrion. Si je fais pas ça,
without
non.
negotiating first. I'll offer our allegiance and try to reach a reasonable agreement.
If you aren't ready for
raisonnable
a
avec
fight,
Ramsay.
you're bound to lose when one breaks out.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival. Invite him into this hall, and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Ramsay Snow is no lord. That's absurd. You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
Lord Ethan?
Non, ça sert à rien contre lui. Non, non, dans le grand hall.
I will meet him in the great hall.
Si je joue la diplomatie, ça se fait dans le grand hall.
It's careless. Can't you see Tuttle is steering you wrong?
That's enough, Royland. Lord Ethan has given his command.
How many years have I served this house? I cannot listen to that bloody idiot anymore. Forgive me, my lord, but you are not ready to be lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Sit down at once.
Apologies, my son. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow in the Great Hall, and we will not offer our ironwood.
And don't worry, Lord Ethan. I will stand beside you, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
Je sais toujours pas ce que c'est que du ferrugier, par contre. Hein.
My lord,
ça doit être une espèce de minerai de fer.
This family for many years. Do not forget that.
C'est une menace ou c'est une marque de loyauté?
There will always be those who question your leadership, which
c'est
is
une
why
menace.
you need allies you can rely on. Family. Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back.
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister. And we need all the help we can get.
But won't he be Lord if he returns? Do you want him to take my place?
Of course not. He has no interest in such things. And that's not what I want either. Asher is volatile. But that is his strength too. Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities, but you do not have that anger inside you.
Compliqué quand même.
I'm not like that, but I don't need to be, do I?
No, but you need someone who is standing beside you.
Non, va falloir le contrôler, le gars. Il est psychopathe. Hein.
I'm trying to do what's best for this family, what this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
Oui, Malcolm, tu peux l'envoyer.
Fine.
Ouais, vas-y.
Malcolm will go to Essos and
On
bring
va voir
Asher
ce que
back.
ça donnera le Asher.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm glad you will let me do this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a Forester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Parce que du coup, le ferrugier, faut pas, surtout pas que je le donne à Ramsay. C'est ma seule monnaie d'échange et qui me servira à soutenir la reine. Pour le plan de Mira. Du coup, si je me bats, je vais me faire étriper, ça c'est sûr. Donc ouais, je pense que la diplomatie c'est le seul, mais ça va être chaud quoi. Il va me demander forcément des trucs pour l'accepter, des trucs de salaud. J'arrête d'appuyer sur triangle, ça sert à rien triangle, croix. Prendre le seau. Ouais, prends le seau. Clé étrange. Moi je prends tout moi. Je vais me faire engueuler que j'ai piqué des trucs mais... Je suis kleptomane. Ça va me retomber sur la gueule.
Marjorie? Oh. Lady Marjorie is still with the king. I thought you'd want to know.
Thank you.
Mira, look. The other day when you asked Lady Marjorie for help, I only spoke out of fear for her.
I want to help you if there's anything I can do. Your
Je la
poor
sens pas,
family.
l'autre servante.
I can't imagine how you must feel.
Thank you, Sarah. But I have to do this myself.
If you feel that way. Lady Marjorie is always saying how important friends and allies are in King's Landing. Just know, I will be here for you if you ever... My lady, I'll leave you to talk.
Ouais, qu'a-t-il dit hein?
What did King Joffrey say, my lady?
Ça pue.
The king was not inclined to offer help
Ah,
for your family. I'll need this mended.
Gods.
He said I was too easily swayed. And he reminded me that I am not yet his wife. I allayed his fear. For now. But it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again.
Yeah.
Nothing I said could cheer him. He wouldn't even speak to me when I left him.
I'm so sorry, my lady. I should never have asked you for the king's help. Understand, it was my mother's plan, not mine.
Non mais arrête de te
Just hope
dédouaner
you
de
can
ça.
find some way to forgive me.
This is simply not how things are done, Mira. Not in King's Landing.
I'm sorry, my lady.
Soon I will be queen, and maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now, we must both be cautious.
I must send a raven. I have to warn my family. If you'll excuse me, my lady.
C'est-à-dire que le corbeau il a traversé le pays en 24 heures le précédent.
Milady.
Ah, le petit marchand, ouais.
Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
I'm glad to see you.
Thank you, milady. I hope you saw. I was right before. About Lady Marjorie and Queen Cersei. I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
How can I trust you?
Ouais, c'est
There are
ça en fait la
spies
question.
everywhere in King's Landing.
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies. Hopefully I've proven I can be useful to you.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who... People who'd be willing to help you.
Ok. Donc ça a planté, mais je sais pas si on pouvait la réussir cette mission.
Where's Sir Royland? He should be here. The man values pride more than honor. We'll do without him.
Putain, il va se retourner
And without
contre nous.
King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men stand ready to act if needed.
Our plan is a good one. It will work so long as everyone does their part.
Isn't this a lovely pile of timber? Not the place I'd want to be if there was a fire.
Ironwood is near impervious to flame, my lord.
Ah, c'est le nom du bois, le firoger, ça y est, j'ai
May I
compris. Je
introduce
vous rappelle.
Lord Ramsay of House Bolton, son of Roose Bolton. Although a bastard, Lord Ramsay has the full authority of the
Thank you.
Warden
No,
of the...
that's enough. Who is this little boy? Is he lost?
Lord Ramsay, welcome to Ironrath.
Aren't you the little lord? Lord Whitehall told me you were young, but this... Look at you.
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forester Ironwood.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much. Don't know what's so special about it.
Your father will appreciate it, I hope. Our ironwood is highly sought after.
My father is not so easily impressed. Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn.
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently. Look at that. More Foresters.
Lord Ramsay?
Il va demander la tête de mon petit frère, je pense, ou un truc comme ça. Il s'est obligé qu'il va faire un gros coup de huislard.
Focus on the business at hand.
What is it you want, Lord Ramsay?
What do I want? Everything. Nothing. We'll see. First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden.
Ça, il faut bien que je le fasse, de toute façon.
Words are wind. Anyone can say they're loyal.
My lord.
Ha! That wasn't so hard now, was it? Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty. The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
You needn't worry. Your father will have what he needs.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust a Forester. They murdered our men.
It was a Forester squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton. Yet your man lived.
Lord Whitehill is a liar. That's not how it happened.
Lad? A liar? He's a Whitehill. Then you welcomed me into your hall like a proper lord, hoping I wouldn't linger outside long enough to notice your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen.
Ouais, j'ai répondu un peu vite là, j'aurais pas dû faire ça.
So I've come up with a solution that will
Ah
benefit
merde,
everyone.
aïe, il va nous faire un marché de pute.
The Whitehills will be taking control of your ironwood from this day forward.
Oh putain, merde, j'avais pas pensé
The
à ça.
ironwood. But
that is our livelihood.
Then you'd better well find another fucking job.
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down.
The Whitehills had ironwood, once, but now those hills are bare.
Hence the name, of course.
They know nothing of how to cultivate the forest.
Look at their sigil, my lord. A barren hill.
Do you want ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point. We'll try this.
Pas mal, pas mal.
Lord Whitehill will take half of your ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before.
Putain, c'est chaud.
To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
at Ironrath, that we cannot abide. Ethan.
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
This will cause more trouble, not less.
Not for me.
Ah putain. Qu'est-ce que tu veux que j'argumente contre Ramsay, quoi?
You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Rift
Ouais, rien qu'avec ce nom.
will lead the garrison.
You have no right. Whitehills have no place here.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Duncan, don't.
Look at this, little Forestier.
Ouais, je m'en doutais que ça allait se reporter sur le petit frère.
You're not
Putain.
frightened, are you?
Qu'est-ce qu'il va lui faire?
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Ah, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother. I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
We have more to discuss, Lord Snow.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
Oh putain, il veut la chasser en
She's
plus.
quite pretty, your sister. We'd get along well. I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the bold lord?
Ok.
What have you done?
But I don't want a bold.
J'avais pas vu venir à ce point-là.
Far too much trouble.
Ethan! Ethan! No! No!
Even though you did bend the knee.
My
I think we've come to an understanding.
Alors,
I certainly feel better about all this.
What have you done?
However, the Foresters need to keep their end of the bargain. Take the boy as your ward.
No!
Kill him if they give you any trouble.
Brian!
Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Somebody help him!
Fetch the mason quickly!
non mais il est mort là.
You brought this on yourself.
Mama!
Stop!
Don't let him take me!
Let it go!
Stop them!
Help me!
Ryan,
Stop
please!
it!
Let me
Bring
go!
them to Ryan! Do something!
Ethan? My son.
Ok. De toute façon, je savais qu'il y en aurait un des trois personnages qui mourrait, et ouais, mais je m'attendais plus à l'autre. Au grand frère, enfin à l'écuyer. Un petit prochainement.
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
This house needs a
brave.
leader. Lord Ethan named me Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you did it without flinching.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties.
Voilà, Jon Snow.
Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged. Until Ryan is home again. Our house will not fall. We will be ready.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?
Ok. Ok, bah ils annoncent la couleur. Ah oui, des stats alors. Tiens, j'ai fait comme la majorité des gens la plupart du temps. On est resté avec Bowen, ouais, ça me semble assez logique. Fidélité au roi, c'est assez logique. Libérer Eric. Je sais déjà plus qui est Eric. Ah oui, c'est le voleur. D'accord, ouais, moitié-moitié, ça m'étonne pas. Duncan comme sentinelle, ça m'étonne pas. Et Ramsay dans le grand hall, ouais, 50-50. De toute façon, je pense pas qu'on aurait pu sauver Ethan. Je serais assez étonné qu'on ait pu le sauver. Ça changerait quand même beaucoup trop de choses dans l'histoire, donc de toute façon, il serait mort. Après, il serait mort dans différentes circonstances qui auraient changé la suite, quoi. Mais ok. Que penser de ce premier épisode? Pas mal. Il manque un peu d'entrain, un peu de punch, un peu de mouvement, un peu. Donc en référence, bah, j'ai les deux premiers Walking Dead, qui mine de rien avaient plus de moments à enfin, pourtant il y en a du suspense dans celui-là, mais c'est vraiment du suspense très narratif, très par les paroles, ce qui correspond bien à Game of Thrones, hein, dans un sens, mais j'espère que dans les prochains, il y aura quand même plus d'action, enfin de situations d'action en tout cas, ou pas forcément d'action pure, mais de situations vraiment dans le danger pur et dur, qui bouleversent un petit peu tout ça. Là, c'était vraiment de la parole, de la mise en place, mais bon, il fallait en même temps placer les personnages. Donc voilà, mais pas désagréable, ouais, pas désagréable, on va voir. On va voir ce que ça donne. Eh ben écoutez, merci à ceux qui ont regardé. Je pense que je me ferai la suite assez rapidement. J'aime bien rester dans les ambiances, donc les let's play. Ploumi qui me nargue par SMS. Oui, bah t'es mort, c'est pas si évident que ça. Non, de toute façon, je pense qu'on on pouvait que perdre Ethan. Je regarderai quand même sur internet, mais à mon avis, il n'y avait pas vraiment moyen de le sauver. Euh, Qu'est-ce qui aurait pu changer d'autre dans l'histoire? Ouais, non, pour l'instant, je pense pas que de toute façon que la trame de l'histoire aurait changé, quels que soient les choix. Je pense que c'est vraiment qui est notre allié et qui est notre ennemi qui se met en place tout doucement, mais ça aurait pas changé grand-chose pour l'instant. Donc, à mon avis, les vrais morts qu'on peut éviter, ce sera vers l'épisode 4-5, mais pas forcément avant. Donc voilà. À bientôt pour un prochain épisode, et puis sûrement avant pour un Overwatch ou quelque chose comme ça. Et puis voilà, n'hésitez pas à me dire en commentaire si je manquais de blabla, si je tournais en rond, si je racontais des trucs chiants ou autres, hein. C'est mon premier let's play, donc je m'attendais à pouvoir un peu plus parler, mais c'est vrai que j'ai oublié que dans les jeux comme ça, mine de rien, c'est pas évident de suivre déjà dans les noms et dans les textes, et dans les choix très rapides à faire. Souvent on fait un choix mauvais alors que c'est pas, même pas vous ce qu'on voulait répondre, mais sur le moment il faut choisir vite et on se plante. Donc commenter en plus, ouais, c'est pas évident. Donc voilà, n'hésitez pas à me donner vos avis, hein, pour que j'améliore des choses. Et puis voilà, et puis à bientôt sur Dynamo Gaming. Et on passe toujours au petit écran pas joli, le temps de couper.